Good morning, and welcome to Unity of Palm Harbor. I'm your platform assistant, Sandy Gajewski, and it's so good to see everybody here today.
I invite you to join me in this time of meditation. Time where you relax your minds, relax your bodies, and just be here now. Find yourself a comfortable position in your chair. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. Relax your shoulders. Relax the muscles around your eyes. And just allow the presence of all that is to come over you. And when you're ready, we'll start by concentrating on our breathing. First with a nice exhale, just Then I invite you to take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air. And release. Once again, take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air. And release. One last time, take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air. And release it with a sigh. Doesn't that feel good? And now just allow your breath to take on a natural pattern. And recognize you don't have to think about breathing. The presence of all that is breathing through you. And as we move into this meditation today, think of a simple phrase. I embrace every moment of now. I embrace every single moment of now, the good, the bad, and everything in between. I embrace this now moment. When we recognize that that's where our power is, in embracing this present moment and all that it is, we see the truth. We understand our power. When we embrace life as it comes in this moment, I embrace every moment of now. Breathe that truth in. Breathe that understanding in. I embrace life. In every moment of now. When we understand the truth of the power that lives within us, it changes everything. When we understand the power we have to change the meaning and to choose the meaning of what happens in our lives, it changes everything. Do you know you have that power? I embrace, I cherish every single moment of now. Breathe that understanding in. Breathe that truth in. Imagine, if you will. Imagine if every single day, as soon as you open your eyes, you chose to embrace all that is. There's a beautiful quote that many people only say one half of it. Many people just know the part that says, well, it is what it is. But that's only half of the quote. You see, it is what it is. But the most important part is the second half. And it will be what I make of it. It is what it is. And it will be what I make of it. We have that power. I embrace all that is in every single moment of now. Breathe that truth in. Breathe that knowing in. And as we move to our silence today, if the mind starts to wander, just slowly bring it back to this place, to this space. In that understanding, I embrace all that is in every single moment of now, in the silence. So bring our minds back to this space. Bring our consciousness back to this place. We say, thank you, universe. Thank you, all that is, for that truth, for that understanding. I embrace all that is. I cherish all that is in every single moment of now. And we hold those words close to our hearts as we keep our friends and our family in our thoughts. We keep our leaders in our thoughts, that they are making the best decisions, making the right decisions to keep us all safe and to unite us and bring us together as a country, as a world. And we know the way to see that unity, the way to see that peace, the way to see that love, the way to see that understanding is for us to show up every single day, embracing all that is and sending that love and that peace and that understanding out into the world. And we are grateful for that opportunity right here, right now. In the name and in the nature of all that is, and so it is. Amen. Oh, let's breathe that energy in, breathe that truth in, that understanding in. So I want to start today off by being grateful. We're going to talk a little bit about being grateful of things. I want to tell everybody I'm grateful for my legs for supporting me. I'm grateful for my arms for always being by my side. And I'm grateful for my fingers because I know I can always count on them. Right? I'm great. Yeah, you liked that, didn't you? Yeah, I stole that one. I didn't make it up myself. But I'm grateful. You know what? I'm grateful. I was laughing. I was joking with somebody today. I'm grateful to be here. But I'm grateful to be anywhere. Can you agree? Right? The alternative is to not be here. Right? So I'm grateful. I cherish this moment right here, what we have right now. And I want to talk to you, and I want to share with you today, how do we embrace and cherish all the moments in life, right? How do we embrace it all? Because sometimes we don't want to accept it. We don't want to embrace it. But I'm here to share with you, let's embrace it all. And I'm going to share with you how you do that. First thing is this: practice being grateful. Yeah. That's one way to embrace life. That's one way to embrace every moment. Practice gratefulness all the time. The second thing is this: focus on the present moment. And we're going to go into detail about that because it's easy to not be in the present. But we're going to focus on the present moment. How do you do that? And last one is take action. Take action now, right? Not later, but right now. And that's how you embrace the present moment. So we're going to talk about being grateful first. First thing is this. The quote I love is this: the more you practice gratefulness, the more you have to be grateful for. Have you ever heard that before? Have you ever practiced it before? The more you practice gratefulness, the more you have to be grateful for. I used to run a camp. I was a trainer. Some of you may know this. And I used to run a camp where I would have people come to me. So this was like an outside fitness camp. Okay? So they would come out to me outside, and it was my business. I was building it, so I didn't have a whole lot of people. I had two people. But I was grateful for those two people, right? I was building my business, and one day it was pouring down rain. And as I'm looking down the driveway, it was a long driveway to where my camp was, I was saying, now I get there like an hour early to set up for camp, right? I got to get my stuff all out and all the things, and it's pouring down rain, and I'm saying, there's no way anybody's coming today. I just did all this work for nothing. And sure enough, coming down the driveway, I see the headlights. They're coming. I was so grateful to see them and work out with them that day. It's about the little things. When you practice being grateful, you find more things to be grateful for. Some of you know this. I used to have a Jeep. I love my Jeep. He's no longer with us, but that's okay. It's another story. But my Jeep was getting old. And one day, anybody know when you don't have your seatbelt light on and you get the ding, bing, and it won't stop? Okay, so my car was getting old. It was like 10 years old. So I put the seatbelt on, but the ding was still going. So I'm driving down the road, ding, with the seatbelt on. It's driving me. I don't know if you've ever done this. It will drive you insane if you try to do that. I don't practice it at home, okay? But because of that, I said, I got to go online, figure this out. I'm using AI. I took the entire dash off of my Jeep just so I could find that speaker. And I found it. And I covered it up so I couldn't hear it anymore. You know what? And I'm grateful for that experience because I found out there's ways to get in there and do it, and I was able to do it. And I could drive my car again. Now, he's no longer with us now, but you know what? I'm grateful for the 10 years I had with that car. Anyone get attached to their cars? I do. Okay. I'm grateful for those 10 years I had with Rocky. It was beautiful. That was his name, by the way. Some of you know Rocky. Y'all know. I'm grateful for that, right? And even now, I just started a new job where I help people when they're needing benefits, when we're going on hard times, whether they need some help with cash or health insurance. And I have several conversations a day where people say they're grateful for what I do, what we do to help them. And it's just those little things that help me embrace I like to embrace just that moment with that conversation. I'm going to have like 100 conversations a day, but I get to have that one, and I have that concentration on that one. And it's powerful to be able to help someone. And I'm grateful that I can do it, and they're grateful that we're able to help. But it's embracing that present moment right here, right now. If you feel the gratefulness for what you already have, you'll find a way to embrace the present moment more. I love talking about this because there are some people who can not have that much and be perfectly fine, and there's some people that can have a whole lot and still not be happy. Have you ever met someone like that? Yeah. Some people you don't need that much, and it's an interesting thing to see. But if you're grateful for the things you already have, then you'll find more things to be grateful for. And when you start counting the things you're grateful for, it feels so good. That's how you focus on the present moment. When you say you're not thinking about the things you don't have, you think, what do I have? What are the things? I may not have everything I want, but I got everything I need right here, right now. That's how you embrace the present moment. So how do you do that? How do you model that to others? Well, show them. If you're with your friends or with your kids or with your grandkids, model that behavior of saying, I'm showing people I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you helped me. I'm grateful for all the things I already have in my life. We may not have all the food in the world, but we got food in the refrigerator. We got a car to drive, right? Show other people that you are being grateful and make it a habit. Make it a habit. Do it every single day. If you want to embrace the present moment, start being thankful and grateful for the things you already have. You can do a couple of things. You can, when you go to bed at night, instead of just going to sleep, instead of complaining about all the things you didn't like, make it a habit to say, what are 3 things I'm grateful for? Anybody do that? Yeah. Every single night. It's a way to bring you back to the present moment and think about the things you already have that you have an understanding to be grateful for. That brings you, when you go to bed at night, just practice it one time. Say, what am I grateful for? Before you lay your head on that pillow. And what happens is you go to bed at night and your subconscious is going through that all night. You're not complaining. Your subconscious is saying, I'm grateful. I'm thankful for the things I already have. And that creates a loop in your mind. That's how you get to a place where you're embracing the present moment. And continue to do that. Continue to show that. When you see somebody at the store, tell them that you're grateful for when they helped you with your groceries, right? I know that you already do that. I'm preaching to the choir, but I'm saying, do it, right? And actually mean it, right? Not one of those fake smiles. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Right? You ever got one of those before? That's not real, right? And we know it's not real. Give a genuine smile. Really mean it, right? It matters. It really, really matters. So choose to be grateful for the things you already have. And if you do that, you're going to be embracing it. It's going to bring you to a place where you have to embrace the present moment. And that's what you want to be at. That's where you want to be. Second thing is this. We've got to focus on the present moment. Just flat out focus on the present moment. I love this quote by Buddha. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. I'll say that one again. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Because here's the truth. I don't know if you know this. All we have is the eternal moment of now. That's all we got. See, you can dwell in the past, but when can you do that? When can you do that? Now, can you dwell on the past in the past? No, because you can't go there. Now, you can dream of the future. Can you do that in the future? No. When can you do it? Now, in the present. That's the only time you can do it, right? The only time we can do any of those things is in the present moment. All we have is the eternal moment of now. So focus on that, because it's so easy, as Buddha's saying, to dwell in the past about the things that happened a long time ago, or to dream about the future and all the things that you think are going to happen. And some people think it's all going to be bad for some reason. Not everybody, right? Some people think about all the good things that are going to happen. But have you ever met someone who thinks of all the bad things that are going to happen in the future? Right? And that's all they tell you about? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Focus on the present moment. I was recently moving. And see, the things that I talk about, I do to myself. I was moving and I was offered help, but it wasn't a whole lot to move. So I said no. I probably should have said yes. But I had this small moving truck, moved all my stuff, and as I got to my new apartment, I looked at the truck, which was pretty much full, and I said, I'm going to have to move all this stuff upstairs in. And I said, here's what I'm talking to myself, not out loud, by the way. But I'm talking to myself. I'm saying, self, focus on the present moment. Focus on one load at a time. Serious, right? And that's what I did. And slowly, one load at a time, I did it until I looked at that truck and it was empty. Now, if I would have tried to empty the whole truck at once in my mind, it just wouldn't have worked. It would have been chaos in my mind. But I teach myself this stuff too. I utilize this all the time. Focus on the present moment. I don't know. Let's do a poll here. How many people are out here that are, when you go grocery shopping, do you get everything in one try? Or do you make a bunch of different trips? Okay, everything in one try. That's me. I went grocery shopping yesterday, and it killed me not to be able to get everything in one. I had like 15 bags right here, 12 over here. You with me, right? Focus on the present moment. Focus on the present moment. Oops, my thing is trying to talk to me. Come back here. That's weird. No. Siri's trying to talk to me is weird. There we go. That's never happened before. Yeah, yeah. She's focused on the present moment. You're right. Yeah. I love that. So we can't do everything right now, but we can do something right now, right? We can do the thing, focus on the present moment. I love this. Focus on the good, seek the good, find the good. Focus on the good, seek the good, find the good. Because if you focus on the good, you're going to find it. Yeah. You know what the opposite is of that? If you focus on the negative, what are you going to do? You're going to find that too. Yeah. So what are you focusing on? That's the key. So focus on the things that can help you. Focus on this. And the only thing you can truly do is focus on this present moment, right here, right now. Some ways that you can do that. I love this because I do it all the time. Go out into nature. Visit a park, right? Visit a park, just a nature park. I just went to recently a new one up in Newport Richey, and it was beautiful. I forgot the name of it right now. Just sit sometimes and watch the birds, watch the water, and let it be silent. It's so hard for us to be silent sometimes, but that's the best thing for us. It'll get you to focus on the present moment and how beautiful it is right here. Just focus on that. Use that time to do that. You can join a group. I have this great drum circle group that I talk about all the time when I'm here. You know that. That could be a great way to socialize. I got some friends in here from that too. Yeah. To focus on the present moment. Get away from all that is and get your mind to just be free. It brings you back to a place of embracing and cherishing everything when you focus on the present moment. And of course, meditation, which drumming and dancing can be a form of meditation. But just like we just did here today, getting your place in a place where it's quiet so you can meditate and feel that presence of the I am, what we were singing about earlier, that dwells within you. That brings you back to the present moment. I love this. Here's one to practice. I like to talk about this. Mindful eating. Anybody know what that is? Mindful eating. I'm going to share something with you about me. Please don't talk to me while I'm eating. All right? I don't want to have a conversation with you while I'm eating. I want to enjoy my food. Now, I understand if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, that's different. But in general, I just want to eat in private and just eat. Right? But what I mean by mindful eating is this. Enjoy your food. Do you everyone know someone who tries to eat, drive, and handle business on the phone at the same time? Can't do it. You got some hands raised back there, right? I've been there before. But if you want to embrace and focus on the present moment, stop. When it's time to eat, stop. And enjoy your food. Enjoy the textures and the different flavors. Relax and take that time. I was doing a job where we only had 30-minute lunches. And it really bothered me because I couldn't sit and enjoy my food before I had to run back and be back on the clock. I didn't like it, right? If you want to focus on the present moment, do some mindful eating. Sit and enjoy your food. Even mindful driving. When you come to I'll share this. When you come to a stoplight, when you're traveling somewhere, you come to a stoplight, do this. Relax your shoulders and take 3 or 4 deep breaths. It's powerful. It's powerful. Have you ever been somewhere and you thought about relaxing your shoulders and didn't realize how tense they were? Have you ever done that before? I've done it myself, right? Sometimes you just gotta be like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize I was holding all that tension. So focus on the present moment. You can use some of those skills to be able to do that. So when you do that, when you focus on the present moment, you're cherishing every moment of now. Last thing is this. You have to take action now. You can't wait for the right time, as we said, because when is the right time going to show up? No. When is the right time going to show up? Never. No, not now. No, the right time. You can say the right time is now, but the right time is never going to show up, right? It's never going to show up. If you wait, you'll be waiting forever. You can't wait on the right time to do something. I love this quote. The past is behind. Learn from it. The future is ahead. Prepare for it. The present is here. live it. Yeah, live it. The present is here. We talked about it before. The past is behind you. You can't go back and do anything about the past, but you can learn from it. You can't do anything about the future, but prepare for it. But the present is here and now. Live it. Be, as Ram Dass would say, be here now. Right? That's how you focus on the present moment. See, our biggest mistake is this. We think we have time. Yeah. That's our biggest mistake. We think we have time. We say, well, I'm going to do it tomorrow. When does tomorrow happen? When does tomorrow happen? Never. Yeah. I'm going to do it next week. When does next week happen? Doesn't happen. It never happens. I can share this story with you. My first child, my son, when he was born, we were really young, me and my girlfriend at the time, and we were afraid to tell my parents. We were afraid to tell them. I was 23. I think she was like 20 or 19. So we were afraid. So we didn't tell them. Now, her parents knew, but my parents didn't know. So we said, we got time. We'll tell them when we have to, right? When it's too late, we got to tell them, right? But right now, we're not going to tell them. And then my mom and dad went on vacation. They went to Mississippi. And they had a vacation, and my dad had a heart attack and died at 48. He didn't come back home. That would have been his first grandchild, and he never knew. But see, I thought I had time, but I realized I didn't have time to tell him. I should have told him then when I had the opportunity. So when I talk about this stuff, I'm not talking about something that I just think about and I think it sounds good to you. See, I live this. So when I talk about the time being now, when I say that, I mean it, because I've experienced things where I thought I had time, and then I realized I didn't have time. I wish I had handled that differently. So talk to the people you love and tell them now, because you may say you got tomorrow, but tomorrow's not promised to anybody. One of us may not make it home today. It's the truth. That's what it is. So choose to use that time now. Do it now. I love this. I love talking about this. Take action right now, because we're not promised tomorrow. I love action. I say action as an acronym like this. The A stands for take imperfect action. It's not going to be perfect. You're not going to have all the answers, but do it anyway. Imperfectly. Who has ever done anything perfect the first time? It doesn't happen that way, right? Even the best of the best of the best of whatever you think is great, when they started, they weren't the best. They took imperfect action to get to where they are. We have to do the same thing. The C is control what you can control. And here's the truth about it. You can't control much. But right? I'm serious. You can't control much. What you can control is your attitude and how you respond to what happens. You can control that, right? You can't control anything else. So control what you can't control. The T is this: use the tools that are given to us. We walk around with cell phones in our hand. We've got AI. You can do all kinds of things with it. I can't remember the last time I talked on my phone as a phone. Anybody with me? I use my phone with me all the time. I just don't use it as a phone. It's a computer, right? The O, be open to new opportunities. New opportunities are everywhere. Sometimes they're staring you right in the face and you don't even realize it. It's the person you're talking to that you're saying, I don't want to talk to that person. That's the one you need. Be open to those new opportunities because they're everywhere. The N is do it now. Don't wait for another day. Take action right now, because we're not promised tomorrow. You may say you're going to do it tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. People are always waiting on someday and one day, but those days don't exist. But what we do have is now. Are you with me today? What we do have is now. So embrace that. Embrace this present moment. And if you do that, that's going to change your life. So if you want to embrace every moment of life, do this. Practice gratefulness. Start recognizing what you're grateful for. Not the things you don't have, the things you do have. right? Second, focus on the present moment. Focus on the here and now. You can reminisce about the past, but you can only do it in the present. You can dream about the future, but you can only do it in the present. Focus on the present moment. And third, take action now. Don't wait. Don't wish you would have said something or would have done something, and then the time never came. So take action now. If you do that, you'll be embracing every single moment of life, and it will change your life. And that's what we're here to do. My name is T.Y. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you today. Remember, the time is always now. Thank you.